show flag today and yesterday. I'm so happy to hear some of the taggers already have got 20 appointments. Okay, 20 appointments, yeah, but and then worried, how are we even going to manage the 20 appointments? How to manage? Some are direct, some are tagger. See, one way for you to solve this problem here is let's just define and understand what are you going to do and what is the ICB going to do, right? If need be, we can run one ICB training for all of you to invite your ICB so that we can actually train them. In fact, first of all, as a tagger, one thing you have to do with your ICB here is define these 4 questions very clearly. What are the questions? First question, if some of you want to help to type the question there so that it will become easy for everybody to see, you have to. I think you have to define these first 4 qualifying questions as a tagger to your ICB before you even go and meet up the clients. And even if you are a CT, it will be good that you have these 4 questions answered as well. Number 1, are they buying for their own use or investment? That's the question number 1. Okay, are they buying for own use or investment? Because as a presenter, when you are a tagger, or even as a CT, when you are presenting it to your client, right, to the potential buyer, you need to tweak according to what they want to hear as an investor or as a home buyer. Home buyer, you put all the emotions in, right, with a little bit sense about the money. But if it is purely investor, it really doesn't matter. Investor just go for the cheapest unit. It doesn't matter about the phasing because they just go for what's most affordable. So try to be very, very direct about that. But of course, some people will say both. So you have to find a balance to it. The second question here is, what is the size and the price that you are looking at? Yeah. What is the size and the price range that you are looking at? And of course, that question also will lead you on to ask the next question. Now, these are the questions that you tagger have to ask. Thank you so much, Esther, for typing that out. You could also ask, have you got the IPA done or not? Are you ready? Because you would want to know, because you also need to prioritize how to manage so that some of those things you will be able to guide the ICB, because some of the ICBs will just throw everything to you. You cannot be the one who be solving all the problem, because your engagement with them in the show flat is only going to be 45 minutes. In 45 minutes, you only have got time to focus on the show flat to achieve the objective, and we will look at the objectives later. You cannot be doing all of this before. The third question here is you must ask the ICB or the client here is this: are you bringing the check? Or is your client bringing the check along? Have you told them to bring the check along? Have you reminded them to bring the check along? Something that has got to be with the check. You have to talk about bringing the check along, right? And then number 4, the last question, that the minimum last question that you have to ask here is, what is the preferred stack? Okay, because despite whether they want 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, there is also preferred stack. Okay, why am I asking you to ask these 4 questions? These 4 questions you will actually realize when you ask that to your ICB or the customer. In a way, they also need to have spent some time with this presentation kit or with the tagger or the CT on this show flat before. They must have spoken on this matter before. Okay. What about the cashier's order if no check? Of course, they can just buy a cashier's order, right? Just estimate on the amount. You can actually buy based on the 5%. If it is more than that, you can always adjust when you pay the 15% and all that. We can actually give you even more clear information, but that is the way how every show flat's done. Okay. Now, anyway, why you have to ask these questions here is, if need be, what you could do here is this: you need to, as a tagger or client, CT, there's no way but you have to run Zoom presentations prior to coming to the show flat. You have to run the Zoom presentations, and that is where you would have already engaged a lot of the concerns and questions. So they're coming only to show flat for the purpose of what? It's only to selection of the unit. So tagger, your job here is to first of all ask for check. Second here is for you to follow up with the client after presenting. Here is you must ask them, because your ICB is not inside the show flat, right? Ask them for the check, which means the ICB must have actually have helped you to prepare the LOI. So I'm actually planning to run a training for your ICB so that your ICB will be trained how to do the LOI, preparing the LOI, or even have a sample LOI prepared so that you can actually send it to all your ICB so that they know they can do the LOI preparation. No need to be doing at the show flat. Okay. And then of course, tagger, you need to just follow up with the clients if they fail to give the check during the 45 minutes in the show flag, then they have to go out and then do it at their own convenient area time. Okay, now we all want to know about the price. Now we have got the what is that? The stacks, the layout, and all the most of the information's ready, right? But what is lacking here is that the price indication. And we all know what is a PR8 worth. So okay, we started off by preparing the ground on what is the value of the PR8, because people pay for what? Pay for the value, isn't it? So what is the value? You need not agree with us, but in your own gut, in your own deep down in your heart, at what price you think the value of this place here is? I just would like to hear from the cities as well as a tagger. We got 243 of you here. Minimum, okay. Joy, thanks. Okay, but then anyway, can you please write what is worth in terms of per square foot as far as Pasir Ris 8 is? $1,007, $1,008, okay, right? 1,750, 1,008, okay, 1,008, 1,008, okay, good, will do. Now, 1,650 to 1,007, 1,008, but okay, then good. But how much have you all been? Okay, good. Thank you so much for the question. Okay, then I go on to the next question right now. How much have you been sharing with your potential clients and ground the leads that you have? Surely they'll be asking how much, right? How much have you been sharing right now? Can I just ask, how much have you been sharing? The anticipated launch, how much have you been sharing now get the question right? Wow, 1,009, wow, champion and ace, good. Yeah. So how much have you all been sharing to your potential clients and lead? What is the estimated expected launch? Okay, 1,007 to 1,008, 1,007 to 1,850 also. Okay, good. Thank you guys. Now I want everybody to key in 0. Okay, let's start from zero game again. Okay, key in 0. Okay, no more. Don't give any more PSF until we go on to the next question. Good. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Now, you see, the developer can always be taking different strategy. This is where I was sharing the message that we have got some insider info. So this is just what we want to share with you. Developer can be taking different strategy. In a time frame like now, developer can always say, hey, look, like all the new launch come, a new price bid of all, let's take some time, and we are not in a hurry. This is the only plan, a place that we have, we can take our time to sell. That was one possible scenario, right? Another scenario can be the developer say, hey, look, I want to sell fast. Okay, how many of you think all green, knowing all green, how many of you think they will sell really chop, want to sell fast? If it is, sell, key in 1, or you think, never mind, I only got 487 units. What is a hurry? I want to take my time, but I want to slowly sell. If you think they will slowly sell, key in 2. Okay, we got 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, right? Okay, so you think developer is going to slowly sell, Slowly sell means the price will be up, right? Chop sell means the price will be down, right? No, will be more sensible pricing, right? Okay, good. Now here is where you can share this quietly, but you don't need to go and shout out to everybody. What we hear, our gut feel here is the developer want to sell 70% on the launch day. How many percent?
Can you key in the chat? Yeah.
Yeah. How many percent? Yep. 70% on the launch day. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Now, if they want to hit 70% on the launch day, maybe because this is please, y'all when you drop the message, y'all must be very, very careful. Y'all don't go and anyhow whack, developer desperate to sell all these things, don't go and anyhow whack. You know why? because developer staff is also a former agent from OT. So she still have got a lot of contact of the agents and all that. Whatever you plus will go around and go back to her. And then she's going to come back and ask you, hey, how come Propnex is sending this kind of message? Who gave this kind of thing? So none of this is official. Okay, so this is the gut feel we have. The developer really want to sell, I think about 70%. This number is from us, from me. It's not from the developer mouth. It's not from the developer mouth. So this is what we feel. They think they really want to launch and sell about 70%. That's what we think. Now, if they want to hit 70%, at what price you think they should be selling? What is a fair price to sell? Key in the fair price to sell.
Maybe we start from average price.
Yeah.
Eventually, what was the average? Because we are pricing at 1,700, 1,800. Most of us are thinking it's 1,700, 1,800, right? What will be the price to sell to achieve 70%? Wow, 1,800. 1,800 still can get 70%. Not bad.
Please. Okay. Good. Thank you, guys. 1,500.
So most of us will think that it's 1,600.
Okay.
Agree? I see a lot of 1,600, average 1,600.
1,580. The lowest was 1,500. Anybody key
or
in?
1,500. Tina, 1,500.
Okay. Right. Okay, but first of all, let's just start. You see, let's 4-bedroom. Okay, don't expect 4-bedrooms to go low. In fact, they already say 4-bedroom, if they are priced and premium asset, they only have got 30 units anyway. All right. Okay. I want you to be very, very clear. I want you to be very, very clear in the mind. We never at one point of time said that the developer will launch about 1,800 or 1,850. We only say what is it worth paying. And how did we come up with what is it worth paying? Okay, let's just do a quick understanding. How much is on an average, how much is Coco Palm going per square foot right now? Coco Palm resale 1,250. Some of the smaller unit has actually passed 1,300 already. Okay. Now I want all of you to just take your calculator right now. Punch in maybe, okay lah. I don't want to go 1,003 lah. 1,280. 1,280. Okay, 1,280. Right. You time by. This is a fresh 99-year lease versus that is 86 years lease. There's a 13-year lease has gone by. If this is going to be a fresh lease, how many more percent will you pay for this fresh lease? How many percent will you pay for a fresh lease? To top up 13 years. You want to top up 13 years more from 86 to 99, 13 years. Yeah, you put in 20%, Josephine. You must also understand is the top first 10 years is where the price really shoots up the most, isn't it? Right? Because upon the TOP is where you will see the first jump. Am I right or not? Right? And then after that, there is going to be another about 3 years, 4 years. Then you'll continue to go. Once it's about 15 years and all that, it will slowly start to maintain or slowly come down. So you will top up about to top up the list from 86 to 99. How many percent is fair to say you must add on? I see 20%, 30%. Really? 6%. Okay, you see, 1,280. I just take it as 15% time 1.15. It works out to how much? It's already worked out to 1,472 PSF. If you were to time by 15% just to top up the fresh list of 13 years, I top up a 15%, so it comes to 1,472. Thank you, Maggie. And that is also, we are only looking at a normal condo, normal OCR condo. But if it is going to be right next to the MRT station and it's going to be integrated with a shopping mall and whatever benefit for PR8, normal condo versus integrated with what you see at PR8, how many percent must you load in terms of the value? I'm not talking about how much are they going to launch. How many percent must you load the value? Give me a percentage. Okay, 30%, Josephine. Let's hear from the rest. How many percent must you load? 20, 20, 20, 25, 20, 20. Yeah. 30, 25. Okay, 15. 15 is too low leh. For integrated development with a mall and everything below. Okay, even if we were to take an average of 25% times 25%, it comes to how much? 1472 times 25%. 1840 PSF. I'm only comparing with Pasir Ris to Pasir Ris just by putting the loading. That is how we work out what is worth paying for a Pasir Ris 8. That's it. What is value, right? So then you see this is something that I would want you to do. Here, take a look at this. This is the price at which 1800, 1850, and 1900. If we were to be at this per square foot, this is at this one bedroom will be at this price lah. Okay, but then we actually come up with this something very unique. That is to say, if at all if your one bedder, the smallest unit, they say it will start from 8xx for whatever reason. I don't think it is going to be launched at 1550 lah. But if it is going to be launched at 1550 for whatever reason, and comparing it against a 1850, the savings that they're going to make here is easily 155,000. It's done. Yeah. This saving is also the potential gain that they are going to be making. Am I right or not? Do you think this is the potential gain that they'll be able to sell in about 5 years' time? If you think this is something that is achievable in about 5 years' time, the gain, you key in a 5. Yeah. So this is a saving that they're already entering right now, even before the Ang Mo Kio, before the Tanah Merah, right? All these things is being launched, and for integrated, this is the potential gain, right? So I would want you to just not just sell, okay, what is the price metrics, but bring about the emotion. This is the savings that they are likely to be gaining. If it is at 1,006, this is a gain. If it is at 1,650, this is a gain. So this is in a way, we don't want to use the word as discount, but this is the savings that they are going to be making. But can you all please make one promise or not? One promise. Make one promise. If yes, say yes. Thanks. Okay, good. Please don't send this out to your clients. Right? We would like to do this in detail based on what we have of the 15 floor plan kind. We would like to do this and share that with you. Do you want this? If you want this, give me an 8, please. Good, will do. How many of you think, of course, we will actually illustrate all the 15 floor plans, 15 different kinds. Thank you so much, right? Now, if you think that this is going to be very useful to engage the client who are a bit reserved and all that, if you think this is going to help you to pull out a check better, right? Give me a 10, man. Yeah, good. Thank you so much. So far, I don't see anybody have done this before. But let's take this, because we sold the value is actually worth about 1,800 to 1,850. Now, if we are going to get anything lower, surely it's a gain. And the word is no brainer, right? Anything below 1850, no brainer. You just grab. Below 1,008, wow. If it is even below 1,008, you are going to be making money. It's already a saving. So this is something that we want you to be very, very convicted and have this belief in these numbers. So this is really designed to help you. But please do not send this to your clients. Do not happily send this to your ICB. The moment it goes out to the ICB also, you see, you must understand one thing. Any information, when you don't engage and trigger the emotion and the thinking process of the human, that information is just a wasted information. It's just like the Propnex blast. You get so many blasts. The agent who look at it, they just quickly connect to the client, and then they continue to make. I have one agent who since January up to May, up to April, 4 months. Okay, what is that? For 4 months, he was consistently. What the color code 150160? Okay, doesn't matter. We will actually make some. improvement here, and then we will actually share that to you. I was just asking this agent, how did you make platinum every month after month consecutively? You know what he said? Boss, every time when Propnex send me a Propnex message, I just see this message, who can I send to? His morning, he wake up, he look at the message, he think, who can he send to? He send to his client, and then from there they respond. Some respond immediately, some respond about 1 year later, some respond few months later, but that is his business plan that he has just been forwarding the information, right? So any of the information that you receive, you must forward as a personal message. That is the trick, as a personal message, because that is where you get the response from them. Okay, now this is what I was sharing about. Do not go on the save and gain approach, but do not forward to clients and ICB conveniently, right? Please do this presentation, share with them and connect to them, because we do not want our JFA to happily copy and then use this. That's my concern also. Okay, and then the other thing here is, before I go on to point number 3, how many of you feel good with this price indication save and gain? Right? If you feel good, please give me an 8, please. We think this is useful for you. Okay, good. Thank you so much. Okay, because this was all being helped to put in together by our PICs and our ICs. So it is not my job, everything. We all have been we have been running meetings together to work all these creative plans as well. Okay, and now the third thing here is the show flat and tentage. I want you to understand that first of all, to take note here is there is not going to be any discussion table at the show flat. There may be some high tables, standing high tables, but there is not going to be any sitting down discussion table. Whatever that you see there yesterday and today, it is likely will not be there. That's what the developer mentioned. Okay, so discussion table will only be at the actual site where there's going to be a big tentage and there will be a discussion table, and there will be 6 mini buses that can each take about 13 packs and will provide loop service to the. So which means to say that you have to bring the client to the show flat, okay, view 45-minute presentation, and then you want to sit down and discuss. Even the ICB want to sit down and discuss. There is no place for them to discuss. They also cannot be discussing around the car park area and all that. It can be hot and may not be conducive. So they got to go some place to go and discuss. And the tentage is not going to be outside the show flat. The tentage is going to be at the actual site right next to the MRT station. Actual site. So now the question here is that going to be convenient, my friends? Yes or no? ICB will be driving, most of them. Client will be driving. Then where are you going to park? Park one of the HDB nearby and then walk over. You think all this thing is convenient or not convenient? Surely not convenient, right? So that's why your show flat objective, you have to keep it such that you do all necessary discussion. What is there for you to discuss other than the unit selection? All the pricing, the progressive payment, how much they can afford, what they qualify, all of this should have already been done prior to the show flat viewing, which I'm sure it may not be possible for every of your client, especially if they are cold leads, you may not be able to do that. But your warm leads, you should be able to do that. Cold leads also, you should encourage them to do a Zoom. Maybe not one-to-one, it can even be a webinar style so that they don't see each other, but then they get to hear, right? Maybe 5 clients at one go. You have to find ways to, don't just be busy looking for clients. That is the first thing. But how do you convert the client? That is also equally important, right? Try to clear as much as possible. So on that day, when they are coming to the show flat, it is purely for the purpose of what? Unit selection as well as submission of check. They must be very clear with these two objectives. They must be very, very clear with this objective. They are coming to show flat for unit selection and submission of check. That must be. Only in cases, the tentage objective is only to back up the show flat objective. They go to the show flat, they cannot do a selection. They are still 50-50, not so sure. Then you go to the show flat, back up to the tentage. Or otherwise, go to a place that is really very conducive. If you need to follow them, not the tagger, the agent need to follow them back all the way to the client and sit down. They cannot sit down at the coffee shop also because cannot sit down more than 2 packs, right? So if they need to, has there been a change, relaxed from 2 to 5, mid of the month, or is it still 2? I think it's still 2, right? I don't think there is going to be a change, something that was mentioned. Yeah, thank you, Joanne. Yeah, okay, good. So where else to discuss? You have to go back to the tentage, or otherwise it is going following them to the home will be better, because right away you'll be able to pull a check and then come back and submit the LOI. Okay, that is the objective. And the last thing, my friends, here is sales booster. To help all of you close, Kelvin will be doing on this coming Saturday at 2 p.m. I will actually send this out to you all now in a short while. Not 2 p.m. Saturday, 11 a.m. in the morning. But today is already Tuesday. We only have got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We only have got 3 days in between. If you want to depend on the next blast, it's not. We don't have time. We don't have time. We are rushing to do this because before the show flat open, we want you to be able to sit down and run a few Zoom sessions with them so that you can prepare them to present check at the show flat. That is the whole objective why this is being done. Okay, so here is the request that I would like you to make. I want each and every one of you to make a minimum, easily a 1 minute personal video. You know, Kelvin Fong will usually do a video whenever there is going to be a CES, right? He will do a video, and then who does he send it to? He sent to all the agents, because he tells you what's so important about that CES and what is it that he's going to cover. So he will come up with a video. So the moment that video comes about, right, you can also share, okay, he is sending that video to all the agents. But I would want you, each and every one of you, to do a 1 minute video, right? It can actually go something like this. Dear friend, we are having a special consumer empowerment seminar where our our executive director, Mr. Kelvin Fong, is going to be sharing about the 7 key factors from Singapore population census and how will it impact the real estate market holistically, especially taking into consideration of the recent land bids. But something more exciting we will also drill down here is what is the mega transformation that is going to take place at Pasir, and how can you take advantage of it with this limited opportunity in a sure gain and sure to save approach. Something like that. Put it in your own words. I'm just sharing an example. And then send it to your client. Yeah, send it. Don't blast into chat group and all that. Send it to your client, or even for that matter to your ICB, and then followed by a message. This message had to be personal message. You just copy and then insert the name. So you just need to spend every day the next 3 days, 20 minutes only. Dear Mr. Tan, I have this special short video message for you. Please watch and reply soon so I can share with you the link to register. As this opportunity is so limited, I want to make sure you get it first. Right? Let them reply. Once they reply, upon reply, or the next day, even if they never reply, then the next day you send that poster as well as a link. Okay? That is the second thing that you do. And then if they have not responded, the third thing that you can do the following day here is send them the upcoming CES landing page. You know that every of the seminar, there will also be a landing page, right? Okay, you should actually, so there are 3 things to follow through, but you have to, you have to move. So you really have to do something more. Just blasting and all that is not going to be sufficient for you. This is something that I would just request all of you to do. How many of you are committing to do this because this will make a difference? And with all the tools that we are going to give you that will empower you to get connected and entice them to close and take advantage of such a value buy. Because if it really comes about 1,006 to 1,007, I do not know. If it really comes about that kind of price, it is a steal, you know. It is really a steal. How many of you think it's a steal? Say yes. Yep. So be the one. Thank you so much, guys. Be the one who want to just value add. And how many of you are making this commitment to do this video, a personal video that you're going to send one by one to your clients? Can you please key in a 9, please? Thank you, Julia. Yeah. Thank you, Chen. Thank you, Joe. Yeah. Grace. Yeah. Joanne. Yes. Wonderful. Then again, I must also share with you, like, this is not for you to just put onto the Facebook. Like, you want to put on the Facebook, can, but the one is to show your presence, you know. But for you to have that connection for the client to respond, you must send a video to them, because people like to see video where it's more expressive. Okay, so you send a video, nice. You make sure before you take the video, you are calm and comfortable. You are clear mind. You just write 2 pointers. You can even read it and take a video. It's okay. Or you just say what you want to say and take a video and then send that out, followed by a message. Right? You want, you can take a screenshot of this, send a simple message, that, and then that is how client will respond. And we really want to help you win, because the whole objective, my friend, here is, let me just tell you where we got started. Okay, the whole objective is what? It's not about Pasir Ris 8. It's about how can you be the best of the champion you can be. All right. So it is 1 minute to 9:45, and with that, I come to the end of my session. I really thought I can keep to 30 minutes, but we extended. We also started 5 minutes later. With that, Eric, is there anything else that we need to add? Otherwise, 10 o'clock, they got to go for booking.
I have nothing else.
Nothing else, huh?
I think
Okay.
all you've covered. Maybe you want to talk about the training next week.
Yeah, good.
A
Thank
little
you
bit
so
on
much.
training. Yeah.
We are starting, we have got training starting from, give me a minute. You see, everything is coming together and falling in place very, very nicely. I will actually share more details. First of all, on 2nd of July, all these things will be 9 o'clock to about 9:45. We just try to keep it about 45 minutes to about maximum 1 hour by 10, because we also want to make sure that, you go and rest well and be with your family. Otherwise, your family will be wondering how come you're so busy. But no choice lah. The next about 3-4 weeks is the time for us to really go out for harvesting. It's about harvesting time. 2nd of July, Eric will be sharing with on financial timeline and all that. Of course, this is no need for everybody to attend this session, but it can be a refresher and reminder. And for those of you who want, this will be a wonderful time for you to just pick up, because this was something people requested, just to be sharper with their financial planning. Okay, on then on 5th of July, you have Jason Chin, right? We'll be sharing how to complete the iconic show flag tour in just 30 minutes. You got Ivan will be sharing pre-launch closing table secrets. How do you do that? And how do you secure a check for every appointment and ensure they come for balloting, right? That is something for you. And these are really the best people in what they do. Trust me, right? You know about them, or you go and find out about them. Okay, Aaron, what do you foresee the top objections for Pasir Ris, and how will you counter them? That is going to be on the 9th of July. So it's like 2 to 3 times a week you will have sessions, but these are it is good. What time on July? Every day it is going to be 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Daytime, we don't want to touch you. We let you go and do your whatever appointment, engaging and all that. By 9 p.m., you just come, stay, no need to get stressed, open up the screen, sit down there, put on your earphone, and then you just listen. By 9:45 or 10, we finish, and then we call it a day. So it's consistent timing here is 9 p.m. And then on 12th of July, full in, how to recommend units to buyer for each unit type and ensure all buyers turn up for the booking regardless of their balloting number. Yeah, don't be, you see, you must give them hope. Your job here is to give them hope. Even if your balloting number is going to be 800 for a 487 unit, they may get the unit, like you never know. Yeah, but how do you hold them? How do you hold them depending on the type of unit, right? Basically, we will send more information. With that, guys, thank you so much, right? Thank you. That is all I had. If you got some questions, we can take on for the next 5 minutes. Otherwise, please feel comfortable. Eric, shall I ask them to leave if they got no questions?
If you're not no other question, you can leave. Those who want to have ask question, I think you can put in the chat, or you can even ask. Stand by for the link for the
Yep. Okay, Ken.
booking
Thank you so
of
much.
the appointments.
So please feel free to just make your leave and then get on to your priority or what you need to do, booking appointments. Remember one thing, no need to everybody rush for the first weekend.
Hi Nasim, just want to check with you on the actual day of balloting. That part of the balloting, you will give us again an orientation right before the real balloting starts.
A day before, we would have already the balloting. Okay, balloting
and the process.
Balloting or booking?
Balloting, because booking you already mentioned just now. I think it's very clear. But the thing is, after booking the balloting process, because we do not know whether ongoing the procedure will be the same as other developers.
Okay. Anyway, how exactly the balloting is all going to be done? I mean, balloting is always straightforward. There will be first of all check merging, and this we anticipate it to be on the 22nd, 21st. Yeah. So your last day of show flat preview here is going to be on the 20th, right? After that, 20th, no more viewing ready. Your check all must have been submitted. After that, you come with the check. Also, nobody is going to accept the check. Even if we want to accept your check, also JMA and developer will say cannot accept. So remember the deadline. Okay, 21 will be check merging. So this is also important for you to make sure that you give a proper check. It has to be
the
the
last day
buyer's
of collection of checks 20th of July. On the 21st is balloting.
No, it's check merging. Check merging means they will verify to make sure that the buyer did not duplicate and give multiple checks just to beat the queue system, and that the buyer did not give one check to Propnex and one check to ERA just to try the luck and all that. So this is what is called by there'll be back end process to do all this verification, and that the agent is not using his check to go and manipulate the situation. All these things will happen. So please make sure that you're getting your client's check. Okay.
Okay.
If it is somebody check, if it is a mother check, father check, son check, there is a form to fill up to say that who is issuing the check and what is the relationship. This proper form must be properly done.
Okay.
And then
Thanks.
once the merging is done, and then all those qualifying ones will go into a box for balloting. And then the balloting queue number will be announced. Once it's announced, we will give all of you your queue number. Your taggers will know, so you'll be notified of your queue number. Then you go to update your target. And then based on the queue number, you'll be given the hour slots from this queue number to this queue number. What is the hour slot that you are required to come? It will be at Propnex 18th floor. Okay? Yeah. Then after that, not to worry. You'll be guided on the 18th floor.
So the balloting date is on the which day?
Balloting is on the 22nd.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Ken. Thank you. Okay. Booking link will be sent out to which chat at 10 p.m. Look out at the announcement chat. Announcement chat. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. With that, all of you, please rest well. There is no more question, and I'm going to just end the session. Good night. All the best. Bye-bye.